Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today we got a new one for you, another little handheld with a bunch of games on it. So I was kind of throwing out there that I was going to do a different video concerning this little mini arcade that looked pretty sweet, but I ran into some issues and had to cancel that video. I did post about it on my community tab if you want to hear more information, but we're waiting for a replacement to come in, and we will be talking about that more in depth pretty soon. But in the meantime, I decided, you know what, let's look at this. So we just did a video on the My Arcade Pac-Man Pocket Gamer Portable, whatever the heck it was called, right? Kind of okay device in that it felt pretty solid. It looked nice, but the price point was kind of off. The MSRP was about 40 bucks. That's what I paid for it. Plenty of other people have said they are clearanced out in other places like Walmart and whatnot. And to be honest, I've never seen them in Walmart, which is actually where I got this unit. So depending on where you're at, some of these devices may be a little cheaper, maybe a little more expensive than what I say I paid for them. So that was my biggest criticism with that Pac-Man game. It only had 3 games and it was 40 bucks. That was kind of ridiculous. This one, the Data East Hits Pixel Classic. So there's 2 of these. There's 2 different versions. The other one, I opted not to get it because it was very similar to the Pac-Man style, where it was more of a horizontal console. And it had less games, and it was almost the same price as this one. So I figured, you know what? This one has that little Game Boy style to it, and I want to kind of peep it out. So boom, little sneak peek there. What? So this does have 300 games, but like most other little handheld devices that have licensed games on it, it's only going to have a handful of licensed games and then a bunch of crazy nonsense. So this seems to be the same. 8 Data East games, Data East, however you want to say it, plus 300 games. Okay, so what, 308 games or 300 total? The other one only had like 220, but it said it had 80 bonus games, so I'm not sure if it was the same as this or not. I don't flippin' know, but here we go. The Pixel Classic, back of the box, features packed with 300 retro games, plus 8 memorable Data East games, full color screen, 8-bit game system, front speaker with volume control, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. That's a good thing. Powered by 4 AAA batteries. You know, we don't got no AAAs up in here. But you can also use a micro USB cable. Not included. It says it just like the Pac-Man one did, so my thought is doesn't include anything. Includes the Pixel Classic and user guide, repeated in multiple languages, of course. Bottom of the box, side of the box. And when you open it up, it does give you a little more information, what the 8 games that are included from Data East, and I'll tell you what I paid for this in a moment. Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, classic, love that game. What is that? Joe and Mac, Burger Time, Karate Champ, Heavy Barrel, Breakthrough, Side Pocket, and B-Wings. So those are the I guess you would say solid games that are on it. And then the rest are just going to be junk, I guess. We'll peep it out in a second. And here is the unit. Pretty big. You know, it's got that pixel styling to it. I think, we don't really need to look at that too much longer. Let's just go ahead and open it up. This company, My Arcade, they've done a lot of things that weren't licensed, just had a bunch of junk on it. But lately, they've been doing stuff like this with Data East and plenty of other companies. They also have, products like these licensed mini arcades. And from what I understand, these are pretty nice too. If you guys want, I'll open this up and peep it out on camera. I wasn't planning to, but if you want me to, I'll do it. Galaga is one of my all-time favorite arcade games, which is the only reason I bought this. Both of these units cost the same amount. They were like 24 bucks. So just wanted to point that out. Let's go ahead and open this beast up and see what to do. So let's get this guy out. Let's see what we got in here. Nice fatty manual. Pretty sure it's just going to be like the Pac-Man one, telling you how to put batteries in there, and then it's 500 different languages, so everybody knows what's up. And there's the unit. Oy, so I was really hoping that the micro USB would be on the bottom, but it is not. There are no ports on the bottom. We have our power on the top. Looks like there's 3 options: light, power, and off. We'll check that out. There's our power supply if we use a micro USB, AV out, and auxiliary out. Pretty interesting. Back here just tells you playtime will vary depending on the brand of the batteries used. There we go. A little tray for your 4 batteries. This doesn't feel too bad, but it is really light feeling, you know, considering the size of it. I do have to say the Pac-Man one did feel a little better, but the Pac-Man one weighed what? Oops, 3.5 ounces. Let's see what this guy weighs. What's that, 3.7? So a little heavier, but it's also a bigger unit. So let's go ahead and remove the screen protector, or the little, whatever you want to call it. Oh wow, the screen is scratched to hell, dude. I don't know what that blemish is underneath there, if you can see that in the corner of the screen, but there's something underneath there. Oh, that's a little disappointing. The screen has some scratches on it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that. If you got something protecting the damn screen, should be scratch free, right? That's definitely disappointing to me. But let's go ahead and plug in the power. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, I get it. So a lot of times when I do this, a lot of people ask about, hey, what power supply are you using? I use these Anchor, whatever the hell they called, whatever the brand name is. I have a bunch of these. I have a few different ones. They are listed in my little Amazon recommended products if you want to peep them out. I bought these a couple years ago and I've been using them non-stop. This is the cheaper one. It only has 1 port. Don't know the size, the capacity, but it works out great for me. I can't live without these things. So if you want to check that out, it's in my Amazon recommended. So despite this nonsense with the screen, let's just go ahead and power this thing on. So I guess I figured out by it already being on is that we have power to the system, and then we also have, you can light up the buttons. I don't know how well that comes up, but these buttons do get lit up. Interesting. I didn't notice this at first. Here's our volume control. Oh, wow. So we got our 8 normal licensed Data East games there. And then a bunch of nonsense. 308. Yeah, this is... just going to be a bunch of random nonsense. So I'm not that interested in that stuff. This D-pad, man, it is stiff. That is one stiff D-pad. So we do have a start and a reset button there. Thought we started it. It's not doing anything. Well, let's reset. I hit start on Bad Dudes. I'm still getting power. The screen is on, but there's no Bad Dudes to be seen. Wow. Reset. Let's go to Caveman Ninja. That boots up, or at least it seems like it did. Screen quality's not too bad. See if you guys can see that a little better. Everything on here, these square A and B buttons, the D-pad, very stiff. I really don't like the way those feel. And I'm really disappointed that Bad Dudes isn't loading up for whatever weird reason. I mean, how long do you have to wait for the game to load up? There's nothing going on there. Heavy barrel. The speaker, I do give this one credit. The speaker's nicer sounding than the Pac-Man one. This D-pad's already wearing on my thumb, man, like big time. Definitely not feeling good. These these weird edges, just holding this in my hand just does not feel that great. Burger Time, such a classic. Already got killed, what an idiot. Well, I don't really know what else to say about this thing. It's got stupid music playing in the background. It's got like 300 junk games. I don't know what this is. You're playing as a panda. No music or anything. That's probably for the better. USB on the top. I don't know if I like that. Buttons feel like crap. Overall, the unit feels really crappy. For 20 to 25 bucks, I'm gonna say pass. I don't know why the quality is just questionable. Like, you did some things right with the Pac-Man one, but this one, I'm not sure which one came out first. But it seems like everything from My Arcade, it's like they do something right and then they do something wrong. This, I couldn't even tell you what they did right because, okay, the speaker's decent. Everything else is crap. Just garbage. I don't know what to tell you guys. You might want to stay away from My Arcade unless they're on the cheap. They do make a lot of stuff. I know these things, quite a bit better quality from what I've seen. I've not opened any of them yet. I do have a few of them, but if you guys want to see me do this one, let me know. We'll peep it out. But these handhelds from My Arcade, unless you can get them really cheap, I say stay away from them. I'm really kind of ticked that the screen was scratched up after I took this off. And that there's something underneath the screen, like a piece of plastic or something. Really disappointing, guys, but hey, I really do appreciate y'all, spending a few moments of your time with me to check out this stuff. Was really disappointed I couldn't showcase that other mini arcade machine, but we'll get on that in a few days here. So, hey, slap that like button around, make sweet love to that notification bell, and subscribe if you have not done so already. All those things help my channel out greatly and allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So, with that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom!